Hello, this is Myra Elaine from the Buying Space Channel. Today I'm doing an unenveloping from Johnny, New England Cajun reseller. And he always uses this wonderful purple paper and envelopes. Let's see what we have in here. Johnny, invoices, professionally. And I love printed invoices. And it has his company name in the corner. And it has my name and my address on here, which is no big deal because my ship to address and my email address are right on my about page. So there's no invasion of privacy there. And actually, there's Johnny's post office box. So I love it when people have post office boxes. Oh, and he sent me a moon pie. This looks like a lemon or banana moon pie. Johnny has bingo on Monday at 4:30 every week, except for every quarter or every 3 months. He has a time where you can change your numbers. So we don't have to spend a lot of time during the bingo afternoon and evening to go through and change people's numbers and do housekeeping, because when we come in on bingo on Monday at 4:30, all of that's already taken care of by that session, 2 sessions he has every 3 months. His co-host for bingo is Mark from Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. And what I got here, I haven't ordered these in a long time. The last time I ordered these, I got a huge lot from Aaron, the ephemera guy, with the brooch hat. He has one of the longest names in all the people that come in and play bingo. Lot number 1918. Okay. And here we have this first postcard is covered. It's in its own sleeve. Stagecoach ride is one of the favorite tourist attractions of Western Hill Lounge. Sequoia State Park. Wow. That is so neat. Will Rogers tombstone. Look at that. I'm a member of Find a Grave. I appreciate that. University of Alaska. Wow. Neat architecture. This looks like a photograph. This is Columbus Pass in Colorado. Great Rocky Mountains. This is a postcard. It's been written on. It's got a stamp on it. Stamped upside down, canceled upside down. View of the Catskills. Nice. I've read a book about the Catskills. I can't remember it though. This is also in Alaska. Alaska is a beautiful state. This looks like a photograph. No, it's postcard. It looks like a photograph. And I can't figure this out. This is a lake in Michigan. And look at the reflection. That is so neat. And here we have a statue of the man that my town is named after, unfortunately. This is, oh, this is Stonewall Jackson, not Andy Jackson. Confederates both. Makes me want to shred it, but I won't. It's a piece of history. Coconut tree loaded with fruit. Pretty. Let's see. Is this from Florida? Yep, tropical Florida. A coconut tree loaded with fruit in tropical Florida. And this postcard was sent to New Hampshire. Yeehaw. And look at this huge goblet. Oh, that's awesome. St. Michael's Cathedral in Alaska. The Festival of the Chalice from 1834. The chalice used for the great feast days of the church year. It is made of silver gilded in gold and set with miniature pointed on mother of pearl and silver. The settings are executed in Siberian crystal, Russian Orthodox Greek Catholic Church. Wow, that is a part of religious history. The Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church developed separately, and that's some kind of merger of the two. This is Alaska aerial view of the modern pulp mill. Oh dear. This is a polluter in Alaska. I don't know if you've ever been near a pulp mill, but they stink. They are a big source of air pollution if you live near one. This is Quebec, Canada. And that is some kind of quartz. Phosphate, calcium, and fluoride. Brittle as it hardens of 5 of a hardness of 5. So if you're a geologist or someone into rocks and gems, you'll understand that. I'm not studied on that. Okay, here's a postcard. Historic Bear Hill overlooking Vine Valley. A scene from Chattooga Lake near Naples, New York. I'm not familiar with that region. It's a beautiful lake. I hope it has remained that pristine to this day. And here we have a postcard from New York. The address has been marked out on this. Different like tourist attractions in Callicoon, New York. Reservation information. Okay, they have a nice big pool in there. Hall of Philosophy, Chattahooga, New York, on Lake Chattahooga. Wow. I wonder if they're still open. The Hall of Philosophy. The Greeks are in New York. I didn't know. Aristotle would be proud. Sailing and Chattahooga Lake. So we got a lot of beautiful postcards from Chattahooga. Ridgefield, Barrier Reef, Gun Bay, East End, Grand Caymans, British West Indies. So there's a shipwrecked, looks like or beached Lake Tahoe. It's a gorgeous area. Madison Motel. New York City. No, that's not New York City. That's a New York State. Be a lot busier if it's a New York City, for sure. Okay, I grabbed 2 here. Or 3. My goodness. The Waldo Hancock Bridge. And this is in Maine. Very nice. Let's see. This looks like some kind of fort. Maine State Park overlooking Penobscot River. This fort was named after General Henry Knox, first Secretary of War under President George Washington. Now, there is a Fort Knox in Tennessee that has gold in it. And up until the 1980s, that gold represented the money of the United States. And we grew up told that our money was backed by gold. Well, that was true until the early 1980s, when money was being created without the benefit of being backed by gold in the United States. And things have gone downhill from then, but we won't talk about that anymore. The Vacation Wonderland. In the fall days, the air crisp and pleasantly warm. The nights just cool enough to make sitting around a hardwood fire enjoyable. With the turning of the leaves and countryside is aflame in a wrist of color. So here we have beautiful setting where you could go camping. It used to be, sounding old, but it used to be that we could count on knowing what the weather was going to do. And the weather was not as extreme as it is now. Another beautiful lake setting. According to tradition, Squaw Island on the beautiful Concadia Lake was used as a refuge for Indian women. That means Native American women and children of the time. General Sullivan invaded this Susquehanna County in 1779. The orchards, fields, and houses were destroyed and the Native Americans driven out, but the Native American women and children were saved. So not everyone was massacred because of this island. The women and children hid there. Speaking of Andrew Jackson. Anyway, Lakewood Theater, Lakewood, Shaboken, Maine. Beautiful, beautiful house. Let's see. It's a theater founded in 1900. Outstanding attractions of Lakewood. Wow, it's beautiful. It's got the colonial columns. I can't tell if they've got any decoration at the top because there are different types of columns. This looks like a cemetery behind this house. Union, Maine. Union Common, showing backstand in foreground. Soldiers Monument. So this is a Union cemetery. Our heroes. The people that won the war. Southern Hill on peaceful Kagachewan Lake forms the background for the stately willow or willow grove vine in Vine Valley, New York. Beautiful tree. I love willow trees. I've seen beautiful chairs made out of willow trees. If you take 2 pots of willow trees are very bendable, and as they grow, you put them together, you can make beautiful arches, and also you can make chairs and other furniture with willow branches. I used to have a beautiful willow tree branch chair that was made by a friend of mine. This is Alaska. There's a lot of writing on here, and it's very difficult to read with the writing over it. So here we have the entryway to a building. Look at the cultural motif on that. Now I'm going to read what it is. This is T-L-I-N-G-I-T, Tillagate House Front, Sitka National Monument, Alaska. So this is from the Kagwantan clan of the Tillington Indians. It once graced the tribal house of the chief of the clan, A-N-N-A-H-O-O-T-Z, Anahoots, chief of the clan. The clan crest is the wolf, and the house front shows the multiplying wolf from the crest repeated 20 times. So I guess that square face in the middle is the chief or the wolf. Interesting. Very interesting. And here we have, looks like some apartment houses in brick. Very well done. Shenandoah Jackson College of Sitka, Alaska. So Sitka, Alaska has college there. Ooh, and this is beautiful. Probably a sunset. Ice Arch, Burroughs, Alaska. Wow. Beautiful ice arch. I wonder if it's still there. Things are melting, you know. So I'm hoping it's still there. That's something to look up. Lots of interesting places and ideas represented. The philosophy museum out of all these. Because I didn't know it existed. I hope it's still there. I hope it's still open. I didn't know there was such a place. And but I'm going to do a part 2 since I'm talking about each of these postcards as I discover what's on them. This is my favorite. Hall of Philosophy. Please, 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 still exists. It's in New York. I never get to travel there, but maybe I can take a virtual tour of this place. I'm hoping that it's still there and it's still loved by the community. You all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you on part 2. Dose.